It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Denver. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On 1st and 10, Elway. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Little. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Up the middle they go. It's Little. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Third and 2. Now Elway. Quick slant here to Smith. And he will have the Broncos first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Finding room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection. On first down, Elway. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory. Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work. A first down carry for Davis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes are better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1 yard pickup there on second. And they go play action with Favre. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Favre. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Elway. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Elway to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. 1st and 10, it's Favre. He's got Green. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage. Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it? Absolutely. They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run. And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it? Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time. Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. On first down, it's Green, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Let's go now, let's go.
2nd and 7. To throw is Favre. This is hauled in by Driver. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards. They'll try and run this one right up to get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Favre. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And the former Colorado Buffalo, Crosby, puts this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe a step. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Off the play fake, Elway. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the play action there on his short partner. You try and convince those safeties you're going to run for it. Hit them with that play action, looks like a run, and then try and go over the top. Didn't work, but I like the play call.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Elway. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Favre to throw. That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Play action. It's Favre. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance class background with his footwork.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 2nd down and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Favre. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one taken in by Adams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Favre. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time back gaining this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, these guys are hard to find.
They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Off the play fake, here's Favre. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Elway on first down. Thomas brings it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Elway. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22 now, here's second down. The man in motion left here, Johnson. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, Elway. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Up the middle to Davis, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd down, Elway. Touchdown, Broncos! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Far, 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is far. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them backtracked. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a 1st down. They begin with a run by Davis. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Elway off the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Now a handoff to Davis. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Elway. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Elway will throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st down, Favre. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they go play action with Favre. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw is Favre. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Favre. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Favre. He hits Adams complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 1st and 10, Elway. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st down, Elway. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Elway. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands, and a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Elway. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown! A great play there. 27 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll throw on first down with Favre. This is hauled in by Driver. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Favre to throw. He's got Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Favre. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the former Colorado Buffalo, Crosby, puts this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So with time running out in the half, they were forced to settle there for the short field goal.
And you and I both know they would have loved one more shot at the end zone before they decided to settle for that field goal, but it was a prudent, smart play. Take the points and move on.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
On second down now, it's Green, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers! A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Here's Elway to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Elway. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Elway to throw. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belled before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's
a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On the toss, this is Clinton Portis. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, second down is when your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up third down and they'll have to throw it anyway.
Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. First and 10, it's Favre. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Off the play fake, here's Favre. And the Broncos get there and take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long. Throwing is Favre. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On second down, Elway. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Elway. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could do it of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Elway looking to pass again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. On 1st down, Favre. It's caught here by Adams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Green, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. Went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
A throw over the middle taken in. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now whistles here. Flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a give right side. Green. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the former Colorado Buffalo, Crosby, puts this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter action in Denver. Here's a give to Davis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good with your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
3rd and 9 here. Now Elway. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. Little. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Elway. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Favre. He'll find Driver here. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Favre to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to make it a 2-score game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now let's get in that end zone.
From the gun, it's Elway. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And for as poorly as this offense has looked at times, it's the 4th quarter and they're still in this game. That's a good, confident throw right there. And now, who knows? If you can put a drive together here, you can make something of this game after all.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Davis. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move close on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
With that kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1-yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can.
It's just a disaster. You go back to the 6 after you were at the 1. Third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now on goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I give him a lot of credit, too, because ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. One out, it's a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they... They'll start on the ground here on a nice gain. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive, as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to...
And this is second and less than a yard. And here's a handoff out of the... And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards for a first.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And in play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking out one?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Green across the 45 before he's brought down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells they feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
They'll throw on 1st down with Favre. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Green looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Denver's offense now set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll run with Davis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Favre. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though...
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Green. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. On now is the Packers punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So the Broncos now down by 8. A minute 45 to play. They need a touchdown and, of course, the two-point conversion as well. Elway to throw. That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Elway. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here now, 3rd down. Now it's Elway. Incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Elway. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So with no timeouts and where the football is on the field, now they're in a really tough spot.
Because a field goal finishes them, right? If they give up 3, it's over, let alone trying to get the ball back. You're exactly right. Very difficult situation. All they can do is go all out when the ball's snapped and try and pop it free and get it back for themselves.
And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.